Very well, good morning, students. Today we are going to learn verb, next part of the verb. Actually, kinds of verb is divided into four parts. First is finite verb, second is non-finite verb, third is the transitive verb, and the fourth is intransitive verb. Finite verbs. Verbs that are limited by number and persons are known as finite verbs. Example, he is playing, they are playing. Non-finite verbs, verbs that are not limited by number and persons, are known as infinite verbs. Listen once again. What I told, that kinds of verbs is divided into four parts: finite verbs, non-finite verbs, transitive verbs, and intransitive verbs. Finite verbs, verbs that are limited by number and persons, are known as finite verbs, and the verbs that are not limited by numbers and persons are known as infinite numbers. Now, non-finite verbs are the three parts: infinitive, gerund, and the participle. So, what is infinitive, students? If any verb is joined with the two, if the verb 1 is joined with the two, then it is known as infinitive. If the verb 1 is joined as a 2, then it is known as infinitive. It acts as a noun and a verb both. It acts as a noun and a verb both. Hence, infinitive is also called verb and noun. So, to hearer is human. I want to study English. Okay, got it? So, gerund is what? Gerund is denoted by verb 1 plus ing. Gerund is denoted plus verb 1 plus ing. It acts as a noun and a verb both. It acts noun as a verb both. Hence, gerund is also called verb plus noun. As for example, swimming is a good exercise. I learned driving. I like watching television. Okay. So, in this way, you come to learn about the gerund also. Sometimes present participles are used. Present participles. What is present participle, students? Means verb 4. Present participle means verb 1 plus ing, known as the present participle. As for example, thinking, hearing, listening. Okay. Suppose if anybody is talking about the past participle, then past participle means verb 3rd. Okay. Gone, driven. Okay. If anybody is saying that the perfect participle is there, then having and verb 3. Having and the verb 3. Okay. Now we will talk about the transitive verb. If a verb requires an object after it, it is called transitive verb. Intransitive verb, if a verb does not require an object after it, it is called intransitive verb. If a verb does not require an object after it, it is called an intransitive verb. Example, birds fly, she slept. Sometimes we use the causative verb also. Have, get, and make are the causative verbs. What are the causative verbs? Have, get, and make are known as the causative verbs. Got it? So, what is the pattern? Our first pattern is that the rule number 1 is that subject plus verb. Birds fly, the moon is shining. And the second pattern is subject plus verb plus subject complement. This is a pen, it is I, he looks happy, my father got angry. Sometimes pattern number 3 is also there, subject plus verb plus object. I know him, she opened the door, you should help yourself. Pattern number 4 is subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. I gave her book. I gave her my book. I bought her a purse. He showed me this notes. Okay. Sometimes the structure is subject plus verb plus direct object plus preposition plus personal object. I gave my book to her. I bought a purse for her. He showed his notes to me and my friends. Sometimes our structure is subject plus verb plus noun or pronoun plus adjective. He pushed the door open. She washed the plates clean. I like my tea strong. I bought this short cheap. Next is pattern number 7. Subject plus verb plus preposition plus prepositional object. This car belongs to me. She met with an accident. He succeeded in his attempt. Okay. Subject verb infinitive. She wants to sleep. He forget to take his medicine. I hope to pass the exam. Okay. Sometimes the structure is subject plus verb plus noun या pronoun plus infinitive. I want you to help him. The doctor advised him to rest. I allowed Rohit to go. Sometimes the pattern is subject plus verb plus gerund. She has started singing. He has finished talking. I love teaching. Next is the pattern is subject plus verb plus noun या pronoun plus past participle. Subject plus verb या noun plus present. I saw him crossing the bridge. I heard him shouting. You kept me waiting. So in this way, we have learned all these things one by one. Okay. Now we will do a little bit revision of voice. Little bit revision of voice. Just by the examples only, students. Okay. On that day I told you that the structure of, let us do the revisions of the voice. Police arrested him. What are the voice, students? He was arrested. People speak English all over the world. This is inactive. What you will make in the passive? English is spoken all over the world. A teacher teaches English here. English is taught here. No one desire rights. Rights are not desired. I will not tolerate this nonsense. This nonsense will not be tolerated by me. They are laughing at you. You are being laughed at by them. The accused is being produced before the court. The police are producing the accused before the court. Who has seen him? By whom he has been seen. The news has surprised us. We have been surprised at the news. I was surprised at his imprudent behavior. Now listen, the most important thing, that don't use the verb by with some words. Known to, surprised at, amazed at, astonished at, startled at, vexed at, annoyed with, contained in, embodied in, decorated with, filled with, ornamented with, thronged with, tired of, engulfed in. Suppose you have to make the passive of the infinitive and your structure is of active is subject plus helping verbs plus to plus B1 plus object. Okay. When we will make passive, suppose your example is I am to do it. And what is the passive? Structure is 2 plus B plus verb 3. 2 plus B plus verb 3. So it is to be done by me. It is to be done by me. Suppose your active structure is you are to write it in ink. Then the passive structure is it is to be written in ink. It is to be written in ink. Suppose your next example is I have to finish this work. Then your passive will be this work has to be finished by me. You have to choose a dress has to be chosen by me. Who wrote the Ramayana? By whom was the Ramayana written? Whom have you invited? Who has been invited by you? Let me play. I may be allowed to play. So in this way, we have revised all the passives. Got that? Similarly, we can also revise the structure of the tense. Wait. Structure of a simple present tense, subject plus verb 1 or verb 5 plus object. Structure of the present continuous tense, subject plus is MR plus verb 4 plus object. Present perfect tense, subject plus has have plus verb 3 plus object. Present perfect continuous tense, subject plus has have been plus verb 4 plus since ya 4 plus object. Structure of the simple past tense, subject plus V2 plus object. Or structure of the past continuous tense, subject plus was where plus verb 4 plus object. Past perfect tense, subject plus had plus verb 3 plus object. Past perfect continuous tense, subject plus, had plus, been plus, verb 4 plus, since 4 plus object. Now, simple future tense, subject plus, shall you will plus be1 plus object. Future continuous tense, subject shall you will, be plus verb 4 plus object. Future perfect tense, subject plus, shall you will plus have plus verb 3 plus object. Future perfect continuous tense, subject plus, shall you will, have plus verb 3 plus, have plus verb 4 plus, been plus. With future perfect continuous tense, subject plus, shall you will, have plus, been plus, verb 4 plus object. Don't be confused. Subject plus, shall you will, have plus, verb 4 plus object. Got it? So in this way we have revised all the structure of the tense. Students, apart from that, what we are doing, we had learned the story about after 20 years. In this chapter, we had learned that how two friends met each other after 20 years and how they are maintaining their promise. How they are maintaining their promise. They just promised each other that whatever our situation will be, a day will become when we will meet. So this is a very nice story after 20 years. So definitely we have to go through it. You have to enjoy it. Okay. On that day I had already taught on the software Diksha Online, and before it we had already discussed on the software on NLP also. So after 20 years is a very nice story. Okay. So go through it, learn it and revise it. Enjoy it. Students, for today it is sufficient. You all go through it, enjoy it. What is the name of the chapter? The name of the chapter is After 20 Years.